Welcome to D&D Builds. This is our Halloween session. Last time on D&D Builds, and our adventurers did help the Ninja Turtles, and they decided to celebrate afterwards. They helped Raphael find Michelangelo, and in the process, they were rewarded with a ninja mask. Welcome to D&D Builds. This is and our of course, Halloween I had session. My own sound settings on, which was a mistake. Then they were rewarded with Raphael's size and his ninja mask. Then they decided to party it up, and our little halfling cleric got a little too hammered, wound up in a different part of the city, and blacked out completely. So we'll have to find out where he is. And in the meantime, a new player has joined us, a turtle named Dante. We are, welcome to Builder City. You come into the Adventurers Hall where you see the rest of the party waking up after a very long night, except for the cleric. We have a divine soul sorcerer who is very in tune with the ocean, a dragonborn paladin who just came back after paying proper respects to a fallen adventurer from our first session, Marcus, that fallen adventurer's brother, and... No. Oh, no?
Sarah. Oh, yeah, my bad.
Yeah, Marcus is the fallen adventurer's brother, and we do have a human monk. Thank you for subscribing, Isaac, and hello to Minnie. Now, we go ahead and get started. And we come in. There's a morning breakfast going on. You all wake up and are enjoying that breakfast after a very long night helping the Ninja Turtles when the sky gets dark all of a sudden. And there is a very unexpected eclipse. When the bartender looks over and says, came a bit early this year.
What came a bit early?
So, it's the old... Well, we have a strange little event in this town. It's a bit of weirdness that always happens. People like to celebrate it, but other people get scared of it. Nobody really understands it, but it is the Builder's Hollow.
Oh.
And
I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
Said there tends to be a bit more spirits going around and a few more unusual things. It's always very hard to explain. It seems like the most absurd crap in the world all happens on this day, and we never know how long the eclipse will last. Sometimes it's a matter of minutes, well, sometimes it's days.
This is basically this world's version of Halloween.
Yes, but particularly this city's version of Halloween. Hello to Game Master. And while you all are getting the insight, we do have our cleric, Larry, who is passed out in an alley. Wakes up in the middle of the alley. It's very dark. And you awaken to a screaming man. That man is just yelling out and saying, "Wake up! Wake up!"
Headache. What is going on?
Prithee,
tell me.
And as you awaken in this alley, you realize it's dark out, but the voice isn't actually near you. It's just from around the corner. And you hear him yelling, "Una, wake up! Una! Una, I don't like this! Una!"
Good sir, what's going on? I look at the man go around the corner.
As you go around the corner, you see that there is an open door going into a house that is mostly dark inside, but seems to have a slight dim candlelight in the distance. you would have to go inside to really be able to see.
All right. I'm gonna knock on the door first.
And you see a man with longer hair jump up in the darkness, and he runs over, and he's just like, "Are you here to help? I can't get them to wake up."
Don't worry. Lead me to them, I say, holding my head in my hand.
And as your head is pounding, you're having a bit of trouble concentrating, but you walk over and you see there are a line of people. And he was specifically yelling to a woman laying on the ground. And he says, "This is my friend Una and Kieran, and we were trying to help the rest of our friends, and they all just won't wake up." And the woman laying on the ground has long red hair with a rapier at her side. And the other friend, Kieran, is also laying there, but but has two very impressive long swords. And the rest seem to be more like commoners. And the man you're talking to does have a lute on his back, so he is probably a bard.
Oh my. What, let me see if there's anything I can do. And I'm going to check out what's going on in regards to these people who can't wake up. Is there something I can roll for this?
You can do a medicine check if you think it's more of a medical issue, or an arcana check if you think it's magic related.
I'm gonna try medicine first.
Okay.
And a normal roll is what you'd like?
Yeah.
Good. All right.
Yeah, you feel like it's absolutely nothing physical. They seem to be in relatively good health from what you can tell. And then he just grabs you and starts shaking you. He's like, "Do you think I didn't already try that?"
I'm doing a process of elimination, I say, as I try to push him away gently.
He says, "Go get help, damn it."
Oh, fine, I'll go get help. And I leave stumbling my way through the alley, trying to get to the tavern
Yeah.
where I met the adventurers.
You do find your way back to the Adventurers Pub, and you see everybody else is just kind of hanging out, chatting about this strange eclipse when you rejoin them.
Oh, great adventurers! I will tell you that there are some people in need. They can't seem to wake up, and I offered my services but failed. Would you join me in assisting them, perhaps?
I will help.
Always glad to lend a hand.
Oh, wonderful. And I might need some water as well before we head out. Yes.
Yeah, and the bartender looks at you and says, "I see what you need." And he like hands you a mug, but it's not filled with water. It's some weird murky substance. And then you see him drop something in, and it kind of starts foaming. And he's like, "This'll remedy it real good."
I down it.
You down it, and it is horrible tasting, but it immediately clears the fog from your mind.
Oh wow, that sure did work. Thank you, I guess, bartender. Do I owe you anything?
Says, "No, you paid plenty last night." And then he just gives you a wink and keeps cleaning some glasses.
All right, I'm gonna pretend I don't remember what he's talking about. All right, party. Those who are with me, I can lead you to the house.
Dante's gonna stroll out to the. You're a halfling girl.
As you stroll out, it is pitch black outside, other than the street lights, who the city is kind of frantically trying to relight. And you find your way back to this room, and you find that the bard is also asleep now.
Right, she was awake earlier.
He's asleep.
So you're telling me it's spreading.
Seems so.
Can I use my divine sense to see if I can sense any fiendish individuals?
Go for it. Yeah.
Divine sense, right?
I am definitely useless in this situation. Good luck.
Thank you. Okay, so then it takes an action.
So you use your divine sense, and while it usually makes it so you can immediately see anything in the vicinity or immediately know it's there, it's almost like your nostrils burn and you're like, oh, what is that? And then you immediately get dizzy and fall asleep.
I kind of like try to retract into my shell, but I can't. So I'm just like,
As
I just
you
fall back.
as you try to retract, you kind of fall backwards in your turtleness, and you're like you're a turtle on his back, and you're flail for a second, but then you can't really do anything. You kind of wobble, and then you fall asleep.
Yep. No time.
The rest of you start feeling drowsy, but have not passed out yet.
I try slapping them awake.
You start slapping them over and over and going, and absolutely nothing is waking these people up.
I'm going to like get on my hands and knees, and then like try to crawl towards the exit.
As you start crawling towards the exit, you make it so close. Make a Constitution saving throw.
All right.
I'm gonna try to head to the exit as well.
Oh,
no.
with that Constitution save, you manage to start getting out, and as you start pulling, all you see, as you get close to coming out, is you see there's a sign on the street, and you just see Maple Avenue, and then you pass out.
Also, right.
Oh man, I'm going to try to get out too. So
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Did we
I
check if
am
this
not
is
making it
mag-
as far.
Wait, did we check if this is magical or not?
You have not checked if it's magical yet. And with that Constitution saving throw, Marcus, you immediately fall to your hands and knees and then plop down as you pass out as well.
Can I check if it's magical with like right before I pass out?
Sure, go for it. You can do either an Arcana check, or if you have a spell for it, you can do that instead. You can sense a sense of magic, and it seems to be surrounding. You get this like vague magical feeling, and you can see a magical aura around every one of your party members' heads, as well as completely encapsulating the bodies of the peoples that have already passed out.
I cast Dispel Magic.
You cast Dispel Magic. It seems to have no effect. As you pass
well, I
out.
guess I pass out.
A Constitution saving throw.
You can make a Constitution. If you're really trying to fight against falling asleep, you can.
Yeah, I'm probably going to.
Okay. With that
Natural.
Constitution save, you manage to resist. You still feel the effects, but you can stumble your way out, and you can see that there's people on the street that are starting to like all get woozy. There's a few commoners literally down the street all passing out, and you feel the effects hitting you more and more as you begin to realize that this sleepiness is spreading all the way down this street.
I'm going to sit on the side of the building, like kind of like sitting up against it, leaning on it,
Yeah.
and kind of like bolster myself mentally before eventually succumbing to the sleeping.
With the critical success on that, I will allow that bolstering to have an effect, as you enter the dreamland.
I see everyone else falling down, passing out, so I accept my fate. I just sit down and get comfy so I don't fall on my face.
You all find yourself in a very strange corridor. It is a crossroads, and it seems to go on forever in all four directions.
Perfect time to split the party.
It seems to be like an endless hallway. It is stone floors and stone walls with ceilings about 12 feet high.
See anything?
You can make an investigation check if you'd like to do any sort of inspection. Otherwise, you can do a general perception check.
Yeah, I would like to look for anything and just look for anything. So I guess
You
like
can.
any signs of life, I guess, aside from the rest of us.
Roll perception.
You can go for perception for something like that.
All right, hold on.
Oh yeah, my dice rolls are going good again today, boys. Woo!
Ooh.
For 20.
Yeah, Dante, and especially.
13.
Oh, all right. So we got some high rolls. All right, with the people that got over 19, I guess. You do see that things go on pretty much forever, but you notice that there is something strange. Like there's almost like a bit of a dust to the northern side, right around here. And as you're looking around with that critical success, you do see that there's some scratches on the walls, but they are very faded. And it is right above where that pile of dust is.
Someone graded.
Sorry, what was that?
Hold on. Someone get disintegrated or something?
Somebody might have gotten disintegrated.
Investigation check on the all of us.
So investigate. Sorry, you're breaking up a little bit. You're going to do an investigation check on what? All right. Well, I will assume that he is doing an investigation check on the wall or the dust, and he's probably pointing it out to everybody. But he's not very good at that investigation check.
I'd like to use Divine Sense one more time. I believe I can use it up to 4 times a day. Yeah, it's up to my charisma modifier.
Yeah.
I will use it one more time.
I'm looking up the full effects of Divine Sense so that way I don't miss anything. Divine Sense. Divine Smite, Divine Sense. All right. You get to sense strong evils as a noxious odor. Nope, you do not sense any strong evils other than this general area just feels very off-putting overall.
Looks like we gotta take the
Seems
methodical
That
approach.
this hallway
We're
is
at head on.
cursed.
So you're planning to take the methodical approach, and it seems like this hallway is what?
It's cursed.
It just might be.
I could try to investigate the dust or push the area where the claw marks are at.
Yeah, so it looks like it's something is almost like scratched into the wall. It's not so much claw marks; it's more like somebody tried to carve something, but it's very faded.
What if,
Go ahead.
is there like a pattern to them, or is it just claw marks or scratch marks?
You can do an investigation check, see if you can decipher some kind of pattern.
I'm going to investigate as well.
Sure, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, you can't really decipher much of a
Nope.
pattern.
Nope.
Finding
So,
That ain't happening.
Meaningless scratches. I'm gonna go up this way, and I'm just gonna head north.
You head north. As soon as you head north, you. All right, so I'm marking that you head north. You head north, and you immediately find yourself back in the center, but you notice that the pile of dust is no longer just a pile of dust. It has bits of bone, and it is almost like small pieces of a skeleton. And the scratches on the wall are suddenly less worn away. They are more defined.
the skeleton on the ground.
It is part of a skeleton on the ground.
Would you like me to... Oh, go ahead.
I attack the skeleton.
You attack it and you break a piece of bone off.
Oh, it was undead.
Yeah, it was not a. It was actually just purely dead skeleton.
Good job.
I've got low income.
I want to investigate the scratches a second time, if that's all right.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, you investigate this time, and you can immediately tell that it's some sort of like arcane diagram, and it's like plans for a type of spell, but it's still very worn away and hard to read, and you can't quite and it's also, from what you can decipher, like most wizards, it's written in some sort of shorthand that is very hard for anybody else to read.
Mm.
You're a wizard. No. We had
I'm
no
a-
last meeting.
I follow as well.
So
I
which
too
way?
will follow.
Where are you going?
North.
All right. So you all.
We're all going north.
Yeah. So you all head north again, and when you do, the skeleton becomes more complete and is now covered in actual pieces of cloth. And you immediately find yourself back where you were. Also, the scratches are even more defined. It is almost like actually readable, but it is still in a wizard shorthand.
Can I inspect the clothing, like what type it is?
This feels like time magic.
This doesn't feel like time magic. It feels like.
That's a fake.
I don't know.
As you inspect the clothes, it just seems like very normal clothes, but they are still pretty degraded, and it seems like some sort of wizard cloak, or pieces of it at least.
Oh, the wizard died trying to write whatever that is. The skeleton still have the damage. Break it.
Can I
Alright.
try to carry the skeleton with us?
If
Last
you'd
time
like
we
to
walked
try,
I do an investigation check on the scratches.
you do an investigation check on the scratches. Go for it. You can decipher just about the same amount. It's just more defined, less worn away, but otherwise it's still some sort of wizard shorthand you can't really understand.
I go north.
Yeah, last
They
time we
ha-
walked north, it came back more. So let's see if that makes it happen again.
You go back.
Yeah, let's go north again.
You go north again, and when you do, all of a sudden, you're back where you were, but the skeleton looks more degraded.
We went the wrong way.
Gone too far.
Mm.
I check the marks.
And they look slightly more faded.
Ah,
It might reset, and we have to figure out which way to go, like up, then right, then down. Maybe.
I was about to say we should throw in a couple left and right turns. I say we go left first. We
Aye,
go
aye.
back. We go south, and then we go left again.
yeah, okay.
Perhaps going south won't be helpful, but I do not know. Let's
What if we
do that.
just reset?
If it makes the body come back, then it might be right. I see his point.
Hmm. Let's give it a shot all the same.
All right, so which way are you heading?
We're going
South?
South.
back the way we came.
You're going south? All right, you go south, and you're back to the beginning, where there's only a pile of dust.
Let's go north.
Okay,
I say.
too far.
All right,
Oh
so
my god.
2 stages north.
you go 2 stages north, and you are to the furthest point you have gotten so far.
I'm just gonna. Okay, how about this? I'm just gonna flip a coin. If it's heads, we go right. Tails, we go left.
All right.
Alright.
I'm down.
I'm down.
It's tails. We'll go
All right.
left.
You head left. You pop right back to the center, and you're exactly in the same spot.
So let's head right.
You head right. Same thing happens.
So
Right
it's south.
again.
You head south. And
I'm gonna call out to any. Just like try to like. Hello, is anyone
Arcana.
there?
Arcana check on literally everything.
all right, so first you head south, and then you're going to be doing an Arcana check. So you head south, and you immediately notice that the wizard's cloak is now complete, but there is still a very degraded corpse there, and the carvings on the wall are now very complete, but still in a wizard shorthand. As you do an
Okay.
Arcana check, go ahead and make that Arcana check.
I cast guidance on him.
All right. Ooh. All right.
No. He has
Uh,
an Arcana.
Yeah. Usually really bad stuff happens when you do a crit fail in my sessions, but I can't think of making this any worse at the moment.
Looking at the opposite wall.
Yeah. So
Like,
you're trying to figure it out, and you stumble, smacking your face into the ground, getting a bloody nose, and taking 1 damage.
what? Yeah. Okay. How
Bye.
about this? Here is the highest intelligence. I'll just cast guidance on them.
Donovan Banks, thanks for the sub. And so you go ahead and cast guidance.
I
I
just
have a 10 in intelligence, so.
I cast guidance on him, and then he can add a D4 to whatever.
All right. So what checks are people going to be doing here?
I'm not doing anything. I'm not good in this situation. I go up and hit things.
Okay.
I have an 8 intelligence, so I'm smarter than the average bear. I'm gonna pick up the skeleton to carry it. Maybe that's the case.
You pick up the skeleton, and you can. It's more of like it's still got bits of flesh now because you've gone backwards in time to a certain degree, and you can feel the living bits kind of pulling in a particular direction, but you're going to have to do either an insight or perception check to try and best decipher which way.
I'll do a perception.
All right.
I would like to roll an insight.
Okay.
Both of mine are Jack.
With that perception, you can feel that flesh going south.
I'm gonna take the skeleton hand and point it south.
All right, you head south. And as you do, you are back in the middle, and you've gone up twice and down twice, and you no longer have the skeleton in your hand, but you see that there is actually a living person scribbling on the walls in this spot, in the spot where the skeleton was.
Investigate.
Approached him carefully and kind of have my shield put in front of me. But like, excuse me?
I have my hand on my greatsword, by the way.
Yeah, no, I have my
Okay,
hand on my longsword. I just have the shield in front of me.
Okay, how about this?
So you're approaching him very defensively.
Very carefully.
He spins around very startled, and he's just completely talking gibberish. He's like,
I hold up my water
doesn't have
skin
vocal
off Premise hip.
It's just that he doesn't have vocal cords. He's just speaking in tongues.
Wait, What if we all just take a long rest? I grab Speak of Dead, and then we murder.
That's a,
I kind
look
of I
at-
take a step forward
I
and I hold
turn my
out
I
my
head
can't
one
think of
time.
anything else.
Uh,
That's the
I'm-
best ADMI character.
I'm sorry for startling you, but do you know where we are?
He goes, "What?" And then he just starts smacking the wall, and then he starts pointing in random directions very quickly in what seems to be a very random sequence.
Wait,
I'm
wait,
gonna.
I wonder if we could go back further in time where he can actually speak normally.
Yeah,
Is what
that's
he's
not a
trying-
bad idea.
Random skeleton. Point in a direction. Go there.
Yeah,
what
he is a living person now, but yeah.
What was the
Oh, wait,
first
what if we
direction
take
he
him with
pointed
us?
in?
You can
What
try
was
to
the
We take
first
him with
direction he
us.
pointed?
he was
We take him
pointing
with
in
us.
all sorts of directions very randomly, it seems
What
like.
was the first one he pointed in when he started?
He pointed up.
I was like, I don't know about you, but I think we should go up right now.
Up?
wait.
How
Up
would
or
we
as
go
in
up?
north? Which way is up? Like
up,
up is into the
up.
ceiling?
Yeah, up
Okay.
is
Okay.
north. He was pointing north.
North.
Okay.
How about this? We go north, but I take him with us and see if a skeleton is still there.
All right, so
but-
you.
okay.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say before we go, I was gonna try to write on paper and ask him where are we, and see if he could write a response since he can't vocalize.
Yeah, so he grabs the paper and starts drawing in a circle, and then he smacks the paper on the wall, and then just starts scraping all over the paper.
Does that mean anything to you guys?
I'm going to use my telepathy to speak into his mind, and maybe he can respond to me telepathically.
Okay.
You have telepathy?
So
Yeah, it's a racial thing.
So you start speaking into his mind. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Hey, I'm good at those.
We get a +3, I believe.
Not just that I have +3, I'm a paladin.
Oh yeah.
21.
You hear like utter chaos. You feel like it would have driven you mad to go into this mind. And you feel like just trying to decipher it is a bit of a nightmare. However, you do get some idea of where to go. You know that there is a sequence to going backwards in time, and the sequence to go forwards is the opposite.
I relay this information to the party. His
Hector has
brain,
no idea.
his mind was in complete shambles. It was utter chaos. But I did manage to pick out what seemed to be a sequence for going backwards in time.
And as
And
he
by that logic,
and-
I'm assuming going forwards in time is the exact opposite.
and he hands over the scribblings on the paper, and since he's so excited that you seem to understand anything that he's doing, you look down at the paper and realize it's an etching. So it is an etching of everything that was on the wall.
That's
So you've gone up twice and down twice. Which way would you like to try and go? You haven't quite figured out exactly the sequence because it was very much a jumble, but you did manage to understand quite a bit from reading his mind.
I would like to go left.
I do an investigation check on
Investigation check on the what?
the paper.
Pen and paper, I believe.
Oh, yeah. The paper, you can see that it is definitely some sort of arcane diagram with tons of notes. And you had left. when you head left, you are back in the middle, and you see that the man is there, still scratching on the wall, but he actually doesn't seem to be manic and all over the place. He seems to be very well collected this time, but he is very old.
Same.
You might not believe us, sir, but we're from your future. We've come to help you.
And he says, oh, this place is such a nightmare. I thank you. I have just completed my solution. And he says, I know the way out of this terrible place.
Do we have to go right?
Yes, I believe we must go right.
He says, I don't know how to get out of the time, but I know how to get out of this hallway altogether. And he points to his diagram. He says, I need to perform this arcane ritual.
I've heard of this arcane ritual. I believe it's called the Konami Code.
Yes, I think so too.
Wait, hold on. That is like the method to time travel.
It's the method
Right?
to move backwards in time so far.
So
I
far,
try and memorize it.
well, so
I try
far,
and memorize it.
so what he's pointing to on the diagram is like an actual like an arcane circle type of thing. It's like a list for a spell. He's saying that he knows how to get out of here completely, not passing through time. But he also explains, but I'm too weak at this point. I just wish I had this knowledge earlier.
Right?
Perhaps
Okay.
can
Can I try and memorize it?
Can we just
Maybe
write
you
it
can
down?
have
I mean, you already have
Down and then give it
you
to
already
me
have
so
an
I can
etching
read.
of it. So
Yeah, I was about to say, what if we bring this to a past version of yourself?
Back to the future, Morty.
and so
Why don't
you're
we do-
go for it.
Why don't we just do the ritual ourselves?
It's kind of a personalized ritual, let's say.
We can't leave now regardless. We have people to save.
Indeed, hearts
Right,
that
sure.
need to be saved.
Yeah, okay. Well, we're off.
So you were gonna head right, you said?
Yes.
All right, you head right. And you're back in the middle. The guy looks fairly younger, but he seems to be slightly puzzled by something, and he's looking at the scratches on the walls, and he's like, I can't figure this out.
You, random person. We have an important message from you from the future. We have this ring which will help you get out. I had it on a piece of paper.
And he says,
You have
oh,
this
that...
ritual.
He says, oh my God, that's, of course. And then he says, but this takes such a large amount of magic. And Roderick, thanks for subscribing. And he kind of says, I'm just not strong enough at this point.
Great, now we gotta go back in time further.
Yep. So far you've
be
gone.
like-
I can handle it.
So far you've gone up twice, down twice, left and right.
Must make a left, I believe.
You make another left. I think somebody's picking up the trend. As you go left, the man is immediately fairly younger, but he barely has anything written on the walls, and he's just like, he says, and then you go through the same conversation again. He points out, if only I had known this a little sooner.
Oh my god. We go,
We go right.
Let's go right.
Right.
You go right as you have
Are we doing the
full.
Konami code?
You have completed the Konami code as you've gone up, up, down, down, left, right,
Left,
left,
right.
and you have
What
made
about
your
the
way
alien
back.
start?
The start is this guy, as you run into him again, and he's only barely trying to figure it out. It looks like he's a very young man full of magic and life, and you hand over the etching that he had from the very distant future, And he says, "Oh, this is perfect. I wish I had had this a couple days ago." And then he immediately starts scratching it onto the ground. And he says, "Oh, just stand in the middle of the circle, please." And he says, "We'll be out of here in just a jiffy." And
We
you
need to save the other
circle.
people here.
says, "Oh, I'm sure there's plenty of people here. This is just to get out of this terrible, terrible nightmare of a trap."
Yeah, we're from the future. You originally got stuck here for like, what, 20 years? Yeah, let's go.
He says, "Ah, sure." And then he smacks the ground, and the whole area lights up, and you're all transported out of this terrible trap.
Woohoo.
And you've completed the Konami code,
We now have limited lives.
and you are transported
Oh my!
into an area
What?
where you suddenly see a battle going on in front of you. There is a large group of people back here, and they are all cowering in fear. They seem to be protected by the two people right in front of you, fighting off a nightmare being written by a chain devil. And with that, we are going to get ready to start initiative. So make sure to click your icon before you start initiative.
I can't click my icon.
Yeah, neither can I.
Oh,
I can
that's
click
Yes,
the turtle one. I have access to my turtle, but not mine.
all right. Good old roll 20 for the win there. All right, I'm gonna delete. Feel free to try to drag your character back onto the map if you can. If you need me to try it and do it again, I can. Here, I'm gonna drag you guys back on. Oh, and I'm missing Zen. There we go. And while I set up this part,
Hold on, what are the chain
There's
devils
two
riding?
of me.
the chain devils are riding nightmares.
Stupid fun.
DM, I can. So when I'm dragging my own character on, I can move it.
Okay.
Great. Thank you. And
So,
Alright.
if Zin is still having the issue, feel free to try and drag yours back on your own, and I'll just delete the other one.
How do I drag it? Is it from the...
You from where you can like click on your name in the character sheet, you literally like drag over your whole name.
There it is.
Cool. And
Alright. I click that. Do I have to roll for initiative now, or?
yeah,
Alright.
okay. And descending order. Oh, and almost forgot about these two.
I can't figure out what move.
You can't figure out what?
What movie?
So we've already run into one cameo so far before you came in here.
Yeah, well, I'm right. Sure.
And for those watching, I let all of my players know that if there's any cameos that aren't insanely obvious, they will get
Okay.
DM inspiration if they can call it out first.
So I accidentally rolled initiative 4 times, so which one are we going with?
We'll go
I
with
mean,
we'll go with the first one, and that's going to be a
Alright,
3,
so 3. Okay.
which
Still in
puts you
dead
in
blast.
Yeah.
Alright. Dead blast. Not like it does anything.
Kilo, thank you so much for the tip. All right.
Are you playing right now?
No. In my defense, I wasn't doing anything because I'm not an Arcana person, but now I get to do stuff.
all right. Now I'm just.
I didn't ask how big it was. I said I can spur.
All right. Let me bring up this and this. I'm just bringing up the enemy's character sheet really quick. And and Xavier in the chat is trying to call out that Maple Ave is the cameo. Maple Ave is part of the more obvious cameo, so I'm not giving credit for that one. But there is actually a cameo by a character before you guys came in.
Was it supposed to be Nancy Thompson?
I don't watch horror movies. So
Close. It wasn't Nancy Thompson, but the other person that might have been involved in that scenario.
Oh, the Johnny Depp character. Oh, I forget his name now.
Not quite.
When he was Glenn in the movie. I never actually seen that man on the street. I don't know how I know all this stuff.
No, actually, I was not thinking of Nancy Thompson. I was thinking of a different character.
Hold on.
Everyone's guessing now.
Huh.
That's all their turns in initiative. I'm just going to go up and smack something.
It's not like the Friday the 13th, is it? Like the first
Quentin
one?
Smith.
Oh no. Or Halloween? No, I'm mixing up movies. Whatever.
Is it Quentin Smith from the reboot?
It is not from a movie. It's from a show.
Oh, all right.
Well, if nobody's going to figure it out, I'm just going to give out the slight spoiler on that cameo, as there was somebody trying to shake somebody saying, Uno, wake up. I don't like this.
Stranger Things, okay.
There you go. Stranger Things. As it was...
Wake up.
Yeah, it is. The Bard was Eddie from Stranger Things, the most recent season, trying to wake up one of the other companions. And now you are in front of those two companions that we're talking, which are Kieran and Una. So,
when you said Maple Ave, I literally have a Maple Ave right around the corner from my house. So it was like, oh, this is weird.
Well,
there are
Maple
D&D characters transported into the real world for like 10 seconds, disappear.
Yeah.
Are we in Evil Dead? Ash vs. Evil Dead right now?
We are not in Ash vs. Evil Dead.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, you're definitely in Nightmare on Elm Street, as Elm Street versus Maple Avenue. They're both trees, and everybody's asleep and in a nightmare, literally fighting nightmares now.
Oh wait, yeah. Did I not have a feeling? Okay. Let's start.
And we're going to be starting with Hans. You're up first. You see a group of allies behind all of you, and there are the two people that were asleep that you saw before coming into the dream world, both trying to fight these chain devils riding on the back of nightmares.
All right. I'm going to use a key point to use my quick toss to throw a dart into one of the riders, the one directly underneath me.
Okay.
That is dart. Go.
That is going to miss, as you have trouble making your way through the chains that are swinging so wildly as they get swatted away.
All right. I cannot move in and punch something that's got swinging metal blades. So
That's quitter talk. What are you talking about?
I will use my action to take dodge
Okay.
for the next turn. And I want to move into a more advantageous position kind of up here. Not getting too close, but making sure that's really all I can do. So
So if you threw a dart, you're going to have to use a key point to take the dodge action. Because you used your action to attack.
No, he used a key point for a quick and toss. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
it's a bonus action.
Yep, never mind. I'm wrong. Cool.
You're good,
So you take the dodge action, managing to dodge tons of swinging chains whipping around your head. Larry, you're up.
I'm going to run up to the nearest man on a horse or creature on a horse and try to hit it with my mace.
Okay. Yeah, you can definitely do that. As you're a cleric that likes to apparently hit stuff with your mace instead of using a cantrip.
I was drunk and I'm confused. Everything is tipsy topsy in this world. Who knows? It might work.
Yeah.
All right.
Where are you on the
Uh,
map? Oh, you're all the way up at the north. Still.
Yeah, so I will move here and then swing my mace and an 18.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely going to hit. So you hit the chain devil on the back of the nightmare for 4 points. You smack into him very hard, and he has all of his attention on you. Or it, rather. I don't even know if chain devils really have genders. So, but the other chain devil sees you over there, but is a bit more focused on the people closer to him, and immediately swings his chains at the sword-wielding person in front of him that is dual-wielding long swords. Attacking with his chains. Once.
Hold on.
Oh,
I'm gonna take. Hold on. Am I being a dum dum right now? Hold on. There it is. I'm going to use my reaction to protect the dude in front of me with my shield.
okay. He tries to swing and does so at disadvantage and definitely misses. And it smacks into your shield, and he looks over and tries to guide the nightmare towards you. But the nightmare has its own initiative because I'm cool, because I'm smart like that. And he's more focused on you, but he still follows through with the second swing at the other guy and misses again. But you can definitely see his attention is on you, and he's trying to move the nightmare towards you. The other nightmare, which is this one, is going to try to smack with his hooves on the very small halfling right in front of it. Oop, as I almost dropped the dice on the ground. What is your AC, Larry?
12.
12. He definitely hits you. And let's see. That's going to be 15 plus. Oh my God.
Oh.
All right.
Oh God.
Wow.
So we got 19 bludgeoning damage and 5 fire damage.
Holy!
I would like to use my
All
reaction.
right.
I'm gonna prepare something.
I'm going to use my channel divinity violence, so he has to make a DC. What's my DC? DC 15 Wisdom saving throw.
Who has to make it?
The nightmare.
All right. It passes.
Okay, so he's going to take half of the damage that it just dealt to him.
All right.
Rebuke the violence.
It was 24 total, I believe.
24 to all right. Dark fire ice, thank you for the sub. And so you're going to be doing how much damage to the nightmare?
It'll
12.
be taking 12 radiant.
All right.
That is my channel.
All right. So we got next up is our divine soul sorcerer, Leviathan.
I cast word on Larry.
right away if this is all.
So what are you casting on Larry?
That's healing word.
Oh, okay. Go for it.
What's healing? Yeah, 6.
Larry, you get 5 health back.
I'll take it.
I also have a single level in life cleric, so he gets another free health back.
Okay. And you still have an
Hey,
action to use if you'd like, because
what?
you still
Wait,
have.
healing word. Healing word's a bonus action.
Yeah, healing word's
Yeah.
amazing because it's a bonus action.
But what do I even do with that action?
You can do a cantrip.
Mm-hmm.
I cast. Yeah, I've got nothing.
I got nothing. Okay.
You don't have any cantrips you can cast?
No, I don't have any damage cantrips.
Oh, all right.
Oh.
I made my character almost fully healing focused.
That is a bold choice, but I respect it. And then you can take the dodge action if you want, which is...
Yeah, I take the dodge action.
All right, then people will have disadvantage on attacking you, and you have advantage on dexterity saving throws. Dante, you're up.
Dante is going to look to see that they hit this small halfling,
Mm-hmm.
and he's going. Let's see, 35 movement speed. Yeah. Real life flanking. Out of curiosity.
We are not doing flanking, no.
Okay. I'm gonna scroll up to here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna roll the. I'm gonna use a bonus action to cast. I'm gonna use a bonus action to use Hexblade's Curse
All right.
on this nightmare.
All right. So the Hexblade's Curse is active against the Nightmare, which is a massive boost to your damage. Go ahead and do whatever you're going to do with your action.
All right, I'm gonna roll to hit it twice
All right.
with my spear. Roll to hit twice.
Yeah,
Is it
that's
23
definitely
hit?
going to hit. Yeah.
So that is going to be, let's see, 2.
So you get, it looks like you get eight damage on that. And then what's your proficiency bonus right now? So you can add that in.
3, so it'd be 9, but I'm going to put the Divine Smite in.
All right, so you have 8 plus 9 plus 3, so it brings you up to 11. And then if you're going to add any Divine Smite, you can go ahead and roll that. And in roll 20, you just have to do /roll space. However,
Yep.
Yeah.
3D. It's 13 points of damage.
So 21 plus 3, that's 24 points of damage. All right, that's a pretty solid singular hit. And I'm pretty sure you have an extra attack.
Yeah, I'm going to hit him again.
All right.
Does 22 hit?
Yes, a 22
Okay.
definitely hits.
But her AC is below 18.
It is a very large, unarmored horse, so it shouldn't be too hard to hit.
Yeah, you haven't seen my rolls yet.
So that's
9
gonna, yep.
points of damage.
Yep.
And then I'm going to pump one more Divine Smite.
All right.
13.
So that's 20, another 22 damage. All right. That nightmare is like pouring out some sort of flaming blood, as it seems to be very weak looking at this point. Next up is the red-headed woman holding a rapier, who jumps in and gets to attack twice. She hits once and hits again, stabbing deep with the rapier in very vital spots. And that's going to be D9. This horse looks like it's on its last. It's like buckling at the knee. It can hardly move at this point. And Marcus, you're up.
I am going to head up to the nightmare right in front of me with my great sword drawn, and I'm just going to hit it.
Yeah, go for it.
Nope.
Yep, actually, it does hit.
Oh, it does?
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
It
So
is a
12
large creature with no armor. It's not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you hit
So
it for 12 damage.
And then I am going to hit it again. I'm a fighter. That's all I can do.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
that's a crit fail.
As you go to
So,
swing, as
the
you swing
horse
your sword,
started.
the horse manages to spin around and bucks and kicks you right in the fucking face. And you
Oh my God.
you get hit once, maybe. Let's see. What's your AC?
17.
Oh, it hits right on the dice. With an 11 on the dice and a +6 to hit, we get.
God.
So we get 13 bludgeoning damage and 8 fire damage.
Oh, that's 21. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. That will be my turn after game. Point kicked in the face.
Yep. And then he gets another turn.
Oh.
Because now it's actually his turn. He hits twice, which is
Uh-oh.
a lot of damage. All right.
Marcus is going down right now, boys.
With
I'll heal you next round.
a mixture of bludgeoning and fire, it's not too bad. Let's see. 15 damage overall.
Oh. Nice.
Yeah, very low dice rolls. And it only gets that one attack. Then it's the Chain Devil's turn. Looking around, it did get smacked. The Chain Devil sees the big turtle. It sees the woman with the rapier, but it just wants to pick on the little guy.
He's a bully.
He is a bully. he's a devil, literally. Attacks twice.
He's so bad.
It misses once wide over your head, but then hits with the other one, and that's going to be for 9 damage, and you are currently wrapped in chains and restrained.
Okay.
How much range does the chain devil?
How much range does the Chain Devil have? He's got about 10 feet of reach. Right. Now it is the dual-wielding sword person, Kieran. And he comes in swinging wild.
I like it.
Yes, and we get a nat 20 on the dice.
I like it.
Ooh.
Oh,
And he swings really hard for 19 damage, slashing deep into the nightmare. And then he swings again with his sword, missing with the second one, but then he gets a third attack with his offhand. And he definitely hits for 9 damage. This nightmare's looking a little rough, but not nearly as bad as the other one. Zin, you're up.
Here's what I'm gonna do.
Second win.
Moonbeam.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, wait,
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm gonna do Moonbeam, but send on this one over here.
All
But
right.
I'm gonna do it so it's above where the Chain Devil is sitting on the horse, so it gets both of them.
Yeah. How big of a radius or diameter is it?
It's a 5 foot
5 foot radius?
radius.
Okay,
Yeah.
then it's a full 10-foot circle.
Yeah, so I can just cover the entire horse.
Yeah.
The entire nightmare. Alright, so I want you to roll me a Constitution saving throw of 14.
For both the let me look up the moonbeam really quick.
Don't want to throw that.
Just double checking my moonbeam stuff real fast because I don't have all of it memorized. When a creature enters the spell for the first time. Okay, so it does it at the beginning of its turn or when it voluntarily enters it. So when it starts its turn, it's gonna do that. But it doesn't take effect till then. And it can't really run too many places considering it's kind of surrounded. So either way, I think you should be in good shape.
Alright, so it's
Can we start right now?
2d10, correct?
Uh,
Yes, 2d10 radiant damage.
Yeah, you can roll that now, and then I'll throw it into effect once they fail the saves when it comes up. 2d10 for 11 damage, which will be in effect for the rest of this turn. Do you want to do anything else?
Well, that's my action, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm gonna move in
All right.
closer. I'm gonna move here.
Okay.
And that is all I'm gonna do.
All right. Hans, you're up.
All right. Could I try to roll something to escape this condition that I'm in currently?
What condition are you in?
Oh, I thought that I was restrained.
You are not. Larry is restrained.
Got it. I'm going to disengage and seek cover or hide behind another player.
Okay.
This
Uh,
one.
So I'm going to disengage and go that way.
Oh no, it's Hans's turn, not Larry's.
Sorry, got confused.
So
Are you good? How dare. Anyways,
so Larry was restrained. Larry is currently restrained. So Hans, you're up.
all right. I'm going to, now that I've kind of seen what they're about, I'm less scared of the swinging chains. So I'm just going to come and I'm going to run right up here next to Larry because he needs help.
Okay.
And I'm going to use unarmed strike first.
All right.
And that's probably not great.
Yeah, that's not going to hit either creature.
Alrighty. Then I'm going to go ahead and use my extra attack to try to punch again.
Go for it. That one's definitely going to hit, but which one are you going to go for?
I'm trying to hit the chain slinger. Is he still mounted?
Yes, he is still mounted, although the actual horse itself is like kind of buckling at the knees. So he's a little lower and easy to hit. So you punch him for 9 damage.
All right, cool. Now that I know he's still mounted, I actually want to use the key point to use my flurry of blows.
Go for it.
And my first flurry blow is actually going to be on the horse.
All right. Yeah, that's going to hit. As you punch into the horse, you see like its ribs just suddenly buckle and it lets out like this. It looks like it wants to make a whinny sound, but no sound comes out as it collapses to the ground and dies.
All right.
The thing from Blazing Saddles when he punches the horse's head backwards.
And as it falls to the ground, the Chain Devil, let's make the chain devil make a dexterity saving throw. And the chain devil lands on his feet and is standing there, still restraining Larry.
All right, then he's gonna get the second flurry of blows to the face.
All right.
Hopefully, maybe.
He gets punched square in the face for 5 damage.
Sweet, and I'm gonna use my open hand technique. Whenever I hit somebody with flurry of blows, I can impose one of the following effects, and I want to knock him prone if he fails a dex save.
All right.
DC 14.
He fails and is knocked prone.
Sweet.
Larry, you feel a tug on you as he falls prone, but he is still hanging on to you being restrained. And Larry, it is your turn.
All right. Can I roll something to get out of the restrained condition?
You can roll either acrobatics or athletics.
All right. I'm going to use acrobatics, and I like to roll it normally. Does a 13 get me out?
A 13 just barely does not get you out. You can still make an attack. It'll just be at disadvantage, but since he's prone, he will actually not... It will be neutral, because attacks against him would be at advantage, but disadvantage from restraint, so they cancel out.
Got it. I'm gonna hit him.
Oh no! You used your action for trying to get out. Never mind.
Yeah, and my turn.
Okay. Now it's his turn, and we get to roll. What is it? A wisdom save against Moonbeam.
Con save.
Con save. All right. Con. He passes, so he takes half damage.
So, 5?
Yes.
Are we rounding up?
We always round down unless it says otherwise. So we
Okay,
get
then yeah,
5
so
down.
he's
But it is still...
5.
Yeah. He's laying on the ground, just getting blasted by a moonbeam into oblivion and surrounded by a lot of melee combatants. So that's going to be fun for him. Next up is Leviathan. Leviathan, you're up. Maybe he's not available.
One minute.
Mic isn't working for Leviathan. If you want to type anything, go for it. You probably don't want to walk right in there because you will be getting hit by the moonbeam. But I'm just going to go ahead and scoot you over here because that's a little easier. And then you don't have to worry about it. I try to shove the chain devil away from Larry. All right. Make a athletics check. Yeah, that doesn't work so well, but let's see. Yeah, he beats that too. He is still prone, yes. Oh, yeah, we can give you advantage on it. He's currently pretty occupied, so shoving... He still beats the athletics check of a 6. Do you want to do anything with your bonus action? If you do, feel free to roll it or type it. And I'm going to jump over to Dante. Yes, you run away. That makes sense.
Dante's gonna walk up to this poor devil.
That's in the moonbeam.
That's
I
in the
don't wanna do
moonbeam,
that.
but you can still attack from where you
okay.
were.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack, but I'm gonna say, as I attack, I'm gonna kind of, how to put this? From the devil, I kind of want it to sound like when he goes to lift his spear up to hit him. It almost sounds like a shotgun load.
Okay.
Stab him. Would that be with advantage?
Yes, it is at advantage because he is prone. That is definitely going to hit.
So that's gonna be 7 points, and I will do a divine smite into that.
You're just burning through those spell slots. For an
12
additional 12 damage, all right.
And I'm gonna roll to hit him again.
Scared this false fight's not going to go real well for us now because we're burning through spell slots like left and right.
15, does that hit?
15 does not hit. You smack into the chains and it glides off.
Darn. Alrighty, I will use my bonus action to Field of Faith. I'll do it on I'll do it on this little halfling guy.
All right, Larry, you get Shield of Faith, granting you +2 to your AC.
Awesome.
Now it is Una's turn. She runs around the moonbeam and stabs in with a rapier. I do need to look up one additional thing because I want her to be a bit more helpful. All right. Well, there's not really a whole lot she can do since it's already prone. So, which is a good thing that she had advantage because that had a high risk of being a crit fail. And that's gonna. She stabs into this creature once and twice for a decent amount of damage. And you see blood start squirting out of this chain devil, and Marcus, you're up.
Aha! I am going to just swing at the nightmare.
Okay, go for it.
I'm very basic.
Yeah!
Yes.
I have to actually re-roll my because I have a great weapon.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
go
you
for it.
roll
Yeah,
both.
so I re-roll both.
Yep.
Or okay. So slash. It does that roll or R.
Roll.
It's slash roll space, and then you can roll the 2d6 all over again.
Oops.
That's
I still get one, but
yeah,
oh, well.
and you still get to add the 5 to it, so it's 1 point better.
One. Yep.
And,
And
you
then
still get
I
one
am
more
going.
attack.
Yep, I'm going to swing again.
That's definitely going to hit, and it is a much better hit.
And that will be my.
And with that giant greatsword attack, you swing horizontally and you cleave off all 4 legs simultaneously as the nightmare completely collapses and dies.
Aha!
And let's see if the chain devil falls on its ass, and it does. It is currently prone.
Oh! I'm thinking now. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to save it. All right, I'm going in my turn.
And now it is the other chain devil's turn, and since it started its turn, it gets to make Constitution saving throw, which it passed, but it still takes 5 damage. All right. So you see it just burning in this radiant flame. It uses half of its movement to stand up. And then it tries to...
Can I get 4 attacks of opportunity, please?
it's not going to try to run away. see. No, we're not going to do that. All right. So it gets to start swinging its chains pretty wildly. Once is going to be at Larry because he is currently restrained, so that means advantage. And that doesn't really help him a whole lot. With... Yeah, your shield of faith holds strong as it looks like it's about to smack right into your face with the chain. And then out of nowhere, it's like this godly force suddenly blocks it. And then in frustration, it swings at the turtle. And what's Dante's AC?
19.
19. It does hit. All right. And it does not deal a lot of damage with only 7 slashing damage at Dante. Then Kieran gets to make all of his attacks at the currently undamaged Chain Devil. Hitting once, twice, and misses the third with his offhand attack. Dealing a decent amount of damage and slashing deep into the Chain Devil repeatedly. Next up, Zin, you're up.
Alright, so the chain devil that is being microwaved is still in the moonbeam, correct?
Yes, it is.
Alright, what I'm gonna do... I'm under the impression that the rest of those people have him handled, so I'm gonna move the moonbeam over to the guy in front of me.
Okay.
I believe that is a bonus action, correct?
I think so. Let me double check.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you can use an action to move it 60 feet.
Action to move it up to 60 feet?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Okay, so then that'll be my turn. I'm gonna move it to the guy in front of me.
All right. So you move it there. Anything else you want to do with your bonus action or movement?
Let's see if I can do anything with my bonus action. I only have one weapon, so nope. Just
Okay.
that's my turn.
All right, Hans, you're up.
All right. So the guy in front of me stood up now?
Yes.
All right. I'll just go ahead and punch at him. Why not?
Go for it.
I'm a monk. What else do I do? Ba-bam.
You
That's-
punch. You smack into the chains, unable to penetrate it.
All right. Then I'll use my extra attack to try to still hit him.
Definitely hit on that one. The Chain Devil is starting to look a little bit rough.
All right. This was the one that was relatively untouched, wasn't it?
No, this one had taken a decent amount of hits. It's the other one that had only taken like 1 round of attack so far.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to spend another key point in this fight to go ahead and do flurry of blows on this one.
Go for it.
Finish him.
That one's going to miss. And the other one's going to hit and do just enough as you miss with a kick, but then you like do like one of those spinning tornado kicks and you kick it square in the jaw and you see the jaw go flying as it's totally just separated from the rest of his head and he flops to the ground in a heaping pile of dead Chain Devil.
I let out a little war cry and celebration. Like, war! War! And
We
then,
did it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really going to rush into the fight. So
Yeah.
I'm just going to take like a step over here, take a second, be like, my fists hurt. All right, and that's it.
And as the chains go limp around you, Larry, what would you like to do?
I'm going to hand off. I'm going to ask the party, who wants these chains?
And as you're like holding the chains, pulling them feels like they're actually pulling from inside of the Chain Devil, like they're connected.
Oh. On second thought, maybe never mind.
Hey, the chains for melee weapon attacks. If we rip it out of him, could we use them as whips?
Probably.
Can you
I
use the
mean,
devil as a morning star or a flail?
you could.
Uh,
I mean, if you had the tavern brawler where you can use improvised weapons type of thing, and you had enough strength, sure.
Be very happy to take it out the back.
So I could have if I took the Professor Brawler, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah,
the
so I'm
chain
gonna.
devil does focus at the end, so we would equip it as piercing.
So
Ghost
Yeah, I'm going to try to slip out of my chains and step aside and kind of, I don't know, reassess myself and my character. My character reassess his decisions he's made in this combat so far.
yeah.
Okay, and I end my turn.
All right. This Chain Devil's turn. Go ahead and roll the damage for Moonbeam again.
I like the moonbeam. I hope it gets higher. Damn.
Well, he did fail this time, though, so at least there's that. As he gets
Yay.
blasted, uses half his movement to stand up, and then tries to assess the situation. Remembers that you were the one that blocked his attacks before with your shield, so he decides to attack you, thinking that the rest would be futile. What's your AC?
19.
Yeah, he misses with the first one. And the second one does hit, dealing 11 damage, 11 slashing damage, and you are currently grappled.
Oh, fun. So do I need to make a constitution check? I need to make a concentration check, right?
Yes, you do have to make a concentration check for your moonbeam.
Alright, so what is that again?
It's
It
just
just
going to
took
be a base of 10 because
okay,
it wasn't
so-
high enough damage to go beyond that.
So just roll a d20 base.
Roll a constitution saving throw, and then as long as it's
I
above
really,
a 10.
I really have to do that.
You just got to click. It should be... Yeah, you
Hey,
have,
that's
there you
good.
go. Yeah. So
He's still cooking. He's still cooking.
yeah, you have no trouble. You're just like staring at him as he's wrapped you in chains, and you just get to glare at him as he's burning in your moonbeam. Leviathan, you are up.
Is anyone here not taking any damage?
The two assisting people have not taken any damage. I don't think Marcus has taken any damage. Oh no, Marcus did.
Yeah. I took a lot of damage. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, I cast Prayer of Healing on everyone except. You know, I can do it on 6 people, so I cast Prayer of Healing and heal everyone.
All right, you cast Prayer of Healing. I'm gonna look that one up really fast. Up to 6 creature your choice, but so that's not gonna work super well because that actually takes 10 minutes to cast.
Oh, okay, I don't cast it.
Yeah, it's something you usually cast when you're like taking a short rest or something.
You know what, I go over here and I hit him with my quarterstaff.
All right, go for it.
Uh,
I love casters going in and smacking stuff. Yeah, that's gonna miss.
and
And
then
yeah.
He'll be dead, but
Okay. Dante, you're up.
Dante's gonna look at this guy. At this guy here. Oh. No. So I'm gonna use my action. And I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead.
Taylor, thank you for the
I'm gonna,
sub. And all right, Toll the
Yeah.
Dead. I didn't even know you had that.
I'm gonna point it as a hex spell. I can choose a one hex spell. So I chose Toll the Dead and Stores of the Tree.
All right, Toll the Dead,
Let me double
wisdom.
check just to make sure it is a Warlock. Okay, good. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, he
So
crit
yes, to
fails
make a-
his wisdom saving throw.
Yay, so it's gonna be 2d12.
Yeah. That is
17.
a solid amount of damage for a cantrip. All right.
And as I cast the spell, I'm gonna say, "The evening bell tolls thy."
You see him look over, and his eyes roll back in his head as he's just like bombarded with visions of his own impending doom. And then,
That's for turn.
all right, and then Una comes running up with her rapier and stabs away at this thing that is very, very surrounded now. We get that is 1 hit and 2 hits for sure. Actually, I want to double check. And you see her really target in on a specific area and getting very trying to really aim for those vital spots. She does some extra damage with that. And of course, there's somebody in my chat that is promoting really terrible stuff. Reporting that one. Cool. As somebody was trying to promote not cool things. All right, so she stabs deep twice. Of course, I roll super low on some of those. All right, this Chain Devil is still looking pretty rough, though, as Marcus is up.
Okay. I am going to hit the Chain Devil. Great sword. Go. Oh.
Oh.
That
Yeah.
How do you want to kill it?
I'm just going to cut its head off. Just
You-
very quickly, very merciless. You know.
You cleave its head clear off. It goes flying up in the air, and you literally just stand there with your great sword going straight up, and the head pierces right on top of it, sitting, and it's just kind of hanging out there as your own little trophy as the actual headless corpse collapses to the ground.
I loot the bodies for the chain. I'm selling.
You start ripping the chains out of the bodies. They feel kind of strange, but
Not real, but they'll come with us later.
yep, you still pull them out, and that's going to end initiative.
Right. Now I cast prayer.
Yes, you cast Prayer of Healing. Go ahead and roll the amount healed. As you're all hanging out, you see that the people behind you somewhat relax, but they're still very terrified. And the two fighters that were assisting you...
Like,
Oh, you can just do the slash roll if you'd like. Do so slash roll 2d8 plus whatever. I don't know what your modifier is, but
oh, plus.
I'm back for a while.
so everybody gets that amount back to their health. And the two people that assisted you start saying, "Thank you so much for your help. We're trying to protect these people, but there's been a bit of an onslaught from deep inside the forest."
Have you tried burning the forest down?
Said, well, we don't really have that many resources, but it seems that things don't quite work how we'd expect here.
Yeah, and I'm not really a fan of fire. Let's
Ryan,
go
thanks for the sub.
exploring.
You're welcome to go exploring if you'd like. Or if you'd like, you can also take a short rest for a bit. Or if you just want to charge right in, you're welcome to do so.
I'm actually
What are
going to go for a short rest so I can regain
let's
some
take a
HP.
short rest.
Hey,
Yeah,
Hey,
that
we're all
sounds
short
good
rest.
to me.
I need spell slots.
I mean,
I think I just did my prayer.
My health is already back up to max, but actually,
Mine's not.
I only get spell slots back on short rest, long rest. So never mind. I
My prayer of you.
did not take a short rest. There's
Okay.
no point for me to take a short rest.
I'm going to take a
One
short
spell.
rest and I'm going to use 2 of my hit die for my hit die pool to try
Okay.
to heal a little bit more.
so you're all welcome to take short rests, and then you can roll hit dice and then add your Constitution modifier to every one of those hit dice rolled to increase your health a bit.
Perfect. Not really.
It doesn't help many people with spell slots unless you have some sort of feature that allows you to regain.
Okay, I regained my 1 health I got.
Wait, who's really low on HP? Out of curiosity.
Larry had
Yeah.
taken the most hits.
Larry, how much HP do you have?
I believe I went on.
I have 37 HP, I think, on a scale of 0 to 44.
Okay. I like
Well-
that scale.
That's a really good scale.
Do you want
So-
11 lay on hands pool or?
I will
Yeah,
never
we
say
do.
no to. I will not say no to more HP, for I praise life, and life in my own bones is what I love most.
So you're at 33 or 44, right?
No, 30. Yeah, 33. Let's
All
see.
right.
Yeah,
So you're back
You're
to full
back
health.
up to max.
nice.
As you complete
And
the
then
short,
Marcus, how much HP do you have?
Hey, did my healing spell at least help any of you?
I mean, you brought some people back from almost death. So yeah, I would say it did.
Yeah, but you took a short rest right now.
Yeah, but now they don't have to use the hit dice, and they can save them if they might need
Oh.
them later.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
uh,
Go into the
as you finish your short rest without incident, Kieran offers to help. He says, "I will assist you in traversing into the forest and hopefully destroying anything that we might come across. But I hope to get to the source of this horrible evil, and hopefully we can get the hell out of here." And then Una steps up and says, "I'll protect the people here to make sure no harm comes their way."
I glance over to Unis, and then I say, "You look familiar, actually. How long have you been here?"
Una says, "We've been here for almost a day and a half now."
Oh, wow. How long were we in that time travel?
So you are currently in sleep. So time
Yeah.
works a bit differently here. And she
Oh,
she
yeah.
she says, it has been a bit of an onslaught, but I think would have really been screwed if it wasn't for your help in this last battle. And then she walks up to Kieran, hugs him, and tells him to be safe. And then she goes to stand guard. Kieran unsheaths his swords from behind his back and gets ready to walk into the forest with all of you.
I shall follow.
Alright, we go into the forest.
Do we need to establish order, or do we just or not?
You can just walk right in and we can sort that out as we go.
Sounds good.
All right.
I'll do that.
So as everybody starts walking into the forest, I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh god,
I'm
that's
Ah,
too good for me.
crap.
Oh god,
Yeah.
I'm good at those.
I am not a wise character.
Oh, yeah. I mean, my character was the thing that there were gods.
Hey, 20.
Scared.
Man, I'm really getting nailing these saving throws today, aren't I?
Don't worry, me and Dante are going
Wait,
to not really do good in this.
I
And
know
neither is
someone
Larry.
Dante is hero. Dante cast heroism on yourself.
Maybe
Go
I
ahead.
should. I don't know about the fear effect though, and I can't really do that as a reaction.
So we're
Do it when we
What?
ready.
Wait, who's the other paladin? What's your +2 charisma?
yeah, because you get to add your aura.
Charisma.
Yeah, your charisma to the aura.
Okay. So it's 11.
That is actually going to make a much bigger difference than you realize. So I think we're missing one person's wisdom save.
That's
Are
Our monk,
Yes, we're missing
Hans.
Hans. We need your wisdom save. He might have stepped away to go to the bathroom or something for a second. So, in the meantime, everything gets very dark for everyone. But especially... Oh no, Hans had already made it, I guess. Oh, it's weird. It's just showing up as Hans and Leviathan. That's strange. All right. So as you make your way into the forest, everything goes dark. But everything goes especially dark for those that rolled under a 10. And for the one person that got an 11, thanks to his charisma, it still gets fairly dark and you start seeing visions of spiders as they start crawling all over you. But those that roll under a 10, you start seeing absolutely terrible, horrific fears deep from within you. And they start scaring the ever-living shit out of you. And Marcus especially sees
God.
his own dead sister taunting him. And in horrific and gruesome ways. But as you start making your way through, let me bring this over here. A few of you pop out of the forest first.
Oh, up there.
And you come across a house with a terrible phantom figure looming over the top. We will be using this as our battle map, but it's not an actual over-the-head view. Bobby, thank you for the sub. So this is this is the map that we'll use as you're actually entering the house.
Mm-hmm.
So
My character was a god. So would they actually know who Freddy?
no, probably not. Nobody would really know who this dream demon type of thing is. But the only people that are actually popping out of the forest first and seeing this house are Zin and Leviathan. Everybody else is currently still stuck in the forest.
Get off me, spiders.
Yeah, as you're fighting off spiders, let's see. The one person that rolled an 11 takes 4 psychic damage. And everybody else that rolled below a 10 gets 5 psychic damage.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah. I rolled 1 extra dice, and of course I rolled a 1 on the dice. So
I'm gonna do something nice.
Oh.
All right, so
You could do that.
yeah, I'm gonna do something. Hey, fuck off. All right, so I healed someone already.
Yeah.
I use more. All right, so I'm gonna look over at Leviathan, and I'm going to cast heroism on Leviathan.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
I understand the concept of Freddy.
I mean, there might have been stories that you might know of about things like dream demons, but that's what he would fall under.
Okay.
Notice that I'm only casting it on Leviathan.
Let's see.
Wait, is he actually looking at us? Is he aware, or
Do you know where what?
is he aware of us? Like,
Currently, it is kind of like it's almost like a amusement park ride where you kind of see like an animatronic thing going above, but not really paying attention to you, and the door to the house opens, welcoming you in. Go ahead and bring yourself onto the map.
You are immune to fear, my friend, and you have 3 temporary hit points.
Okay.
you have no idea how much that might change. I'm not low intelligence.
Also, you're about to be joined by Kieran. Marcus, you aren't on the map yet, but you can still put yourself off to the side so you don't have to worry about it. You're about to be joined by Kieran, but I want to bring on his actual token. Does anybody want to take a wild guess as to where he is from before I do so?
Haddonfield, Illinois.
He's Jason.
He is not horror related at all.
I have no idea.
No idea.
Okay. He is from an anime where people get locked inside another reality, and he is a dual wielding sword master.
Oh, Kirito.
Oh my god, there you go.
So
I didn't even look, but as soon as you said that,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, guys, Freddy.
No, we got this.
We got
should've
the
gotten that.
So Kieran is the dual wielding sword master, and Una is short for Asuna. And
Oh my god.
Oh.
so nobody gets the DM inspiration there, but as you walk into this house of horrors, you feel a sense of dread, although Zin is helping to prevent that. Go ahead and roll initiative.
I can't click on my character.
What the fuck?
I can't click on my character.
It might be the little blue stuff over you. Oh, I think you selected the little drawing thing.
Oh, yeah.
up in the top left, go to select pan.
Yeah.
I'm dead freaking last again.
Hey, well, yeah, probably, but
And we can actually go ahead and get initiative from everybody. We'll just make sure to skip the people that aren't available in combat yet.
Here it goes. Who?
I'm gonna be out of combat for a while, boys. My dead sister taunts me. Yeah, I'm not doing good right now.
Do I just put my token down?
Pretty true.
So, Hans, we're skipping you. Larry, we're skipping you. Marcus, we're skipping
Freddy
you.
Krueger be a. Freddy be a.
There's 4 people about to fight Freddy Krueger.
Freddy Krueger!
We're down half the freaking party.
Yeah.
Since Kirito came out, I assume he isn't scared.
He is not, especially since he's next to Zin. Let's see.
I mean, I also
Okay,
casted.
so
I also gave heroism on him, so
Yeah.
he's immune to fear.
All right. So he actually gets to go first, and he just shouts, "There it is!" and charges forward 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and starts slashing away. Cool.
Cool.
I didn't expect him to reach him right away, but he did.
Damage.
And he manages to hit with 3 attacks. Yeah. Oh, he's rolling pretty high too. Damn. All right.
This is going to be good for us. Kirito does one
Yeah,
shot to the
freaking
big bad guy.
and
We did it.
Yeah,
he-
freaking your Gaia causing got plot armor.
so Freddy just says, "Oh, you want to play games, huh? Well, let me invite some friends to the party, bitch."
Oh God!
And
Here comes Jason.
Now you're part of this power game.
If Jason arrives, our paladin.
he does
beat him
not
to
summon
death.
Jason, but we're gonna grab. I gotta grab something that might be able to work as a token. But so many of them are references to other quests, so I need to grab something from actually inside my thing. So just a second. So
He didn't realize Kirito was going to do this much damage. Now he has to ad lib.
no, the stat block I'm using actually has a feature to summon other creatures.
Oh.
Because there just so happens to be a stat block
Yeah,
for a creature called
no
a
more.
Nightmare Shepherd. So
Oh.
I thought
That
it
sounds
was
lovely.
it sounded perfect for this.
Oh.
So you see a bunch of
actual-
oh, go ahead.
Wait, is a Nightmare Shepherd an actual deity?
A Nightmare Shepherd is considered a fiend. But
Oh, perfect.
I'm just
Thank you for
using
that.
its stat block though with some adjustments for creating Freddy. He does summon 4 shadowy figures to his side, and they seem to be taking on the faces of dead loved ones.
Oh, great.
One
Very
of
Still dead loved one.
yeah, one of them is definitely Marcus's sister, which Zin would definitely know because Zin fought alongside her. And let's go ahead and get.
Good thing she doesn't have her stat block because I think we.
Yeah.
Oh no, I have a plan to kill every single one of them.
And let me bring up the stat block of what they actually are, so I know what the hell I'm rolling.
I didn't roll down. I should have. I rolled it, never took it.
So I need. And sorry, while I roll initiative for these guys. And we'll go ahead and reorder it descending and bring it back to Freddy. And next up is Leviathan. You get to actually take a turn.
If I cast a spell
Three
magic,
temper hit points.
summon people to
You can try to cast a spell magic and see if it does anything.
yeah, but I don't want to waste spells.
I know.
I cast protection from protection from evil and good on Kirito.
All right, you cast protection from evil and good on Kirito. So all, what is it? Fiends, demons.
Basically, everyone.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much anything that might apply in this scenario has disadvantage on
He's
attacking.
also immune to like the frightened, charmed, all that.
All right. So next up is the one next to him, who we're going to say is a dead friend of his. And
Wait.
that's.
I rank him there, I guess.
And the one attack it tries to make does miss. And then we're up to Zin, who actually gets his turn.
Yes, I'm gonna go 1, 2. I'm gonna move up to here, and I'm going to slash at both of them with each of my things. My long sword.
Okay.
So let me just. So the first attack is going to 18 for on this dude.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely going to hit.
All right, so 9 damage on him,
Okay.
and then the next one is going to go after him, and if that one hit, Nate Agent hit, then 23 is probably going to hit.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so 9 and then 6.
All right. They do look fairly wounded. And now we're back up to the top of the order. And Hans, you get your first turn as you come out and see this horrific sight. I need you to make a... Let me double check to make sure this is an actual ability. Yeah, make a wisdom saving throw. Hans.
Supposed to be coming out the door, right?
So you walk in, you see this horrific figure, and you are currently frightened. And you take 11 psychic damage.
Ooh, what a save DC.
Yeah, it is a high one.
Guys, I'm gonna be out of this combat forever.
Mummy.
I'm just
Oh,
gonna
never
take-
mind. It is not. Sorry, you are not frightened, but you do take psychic damage.
Oh, okay.
So that would have been especially rough if you were frightened because you wouldn't have even been able to get near him. But go ahead and you can do whatever else you'd like to do now.
Alrighty. I guess they got that little group handle, so I can make it. Right? Yeah. Duh. So I'm gonna run up to these two,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna do my first 2 attacks on the one on the left.
Okay.
Ba-bam, ba-bam.
Yep. That actually kills that one. And
Alright.
that will be probably somebody that you knew and adventured with in life. As they look at you and say, "Why? Why?" As they fall dead.
I give them my
Oh,
ex-boyfriend.
They might be. But only if you actually cared about the ex-boyfriend.
Alright. Before I flurry of blows, could I step the 5 more feet this way?
Yeah.
Alright, sweet. Well, then I flurry of blows, and I go pa-pow at this guy.
All right.
Say tidal wave. I don't know much.
I mean, Tidal Wave would probably hit all of your friends. The 9 is going to miss. But the 12 is actually going to hit for 7 damage.
Took me a second to shake off that guy that I knew was sad.
It really hit home for you for a moment. And Larry, you're up. You pop up right in the middle here, and
Sorry.
go ahead. And you are free to move, do whatever you need to do as you come into the house and see Freddy.
Do I recognize all the other fiends are taking appearances of dead ones?
Yes.
Are they're individualized, right? So
Yes.
everyone sees. All right. Rachel? Tom? Tom? No! What did you do to them?
And you
You
even
monster.
you even see the one that's like dead on the ground that Hans has killed again.
Oh, no. And I'm going to cast Whole Person on Freddy, if I can.
All right, go for it.
Right. Click that. Level 2.
Marcus, you think you could shove one of them?
He succeeds against your hold person.
No! I'm going to... there's no cover?
No, currently.
I'm gonna hide behind Leviathan.
Okay.
And in my turn.
Dude, I'm a healer.
I like
You
that the
could-
healers are hiding behind each other.
I know, right?
Next up is Marcus. You can start right next to Leviathan and do any movement from there.
Okay, so do all these things look like dead friends of mine?
Yes.
Or so okay, second question. This is gonna be RP, so do they look like, are they just the faces or are they like the full body of them?
Full body looks completely realistic, but kind of haunting looking.
Haunted.
Okay,
Okay. And which one is Sarah?
The one to, let's see, right next to Kirito.
There's two right next to Kirito.
To the right, sorry.
Okay.
One that I'm also fighting.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
Also, remember earlier when I said I'd bolster my mind before
What?
going to sleep?
Oh yeah, yeah. You that is a great call out. So thank you for that. This is the one time where you're able to see through the illusion to a decent amount. You do see the faces of loved ones that have passed away, but you are very much aware that this is most likely an illusion. So it's not quite as
Okay.
traumatizing for your character.
Okay, great. I don't have a problem killing these things.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I just sent you something.
Oh.
DM.
Yep. Let me check that. Yes, you can. You can do it for with either probably wisdom.
Wisdom?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you managed to maintain your sanity.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to go up to this one, and I'm going to hit it with my greatsword.
Go for it. Oh, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. And yeah, Larry.
Another one?
Yeah.
Shh. Okay.
You fail and take 11 psychic damage.
I fail or succeed?
You failed.
Oh. Okay, 11 psychic damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so. Ow. Alright. I am going to punch this one in front of me.
All right.
Or not punch, but.
Yeah, but slash at it.
Yeah.
And you cleave right through it, seeing whichever loved one that had passed away just getting cleaved in half.
Alright. And then I moved 15. So 5, 10, 15 over here. I am avoiding Sarah on purpose.
All right.
I am going to attack this one.
Okay. That will definitely hit.
Alright. And 11
And
points of
will
damage.
also, and this time you cleave it vertically, just splitting it right down the middle. And you see a pretty horrific sight as illusory blood just splurts all over, and it even coats Hans from your perspective, even if Hans doesn't actually see the blood. And Hans is just looking at you like, oh, good job, but it looks like he is just coated in viscera and gore.
Okay. And that will be my turn.
All right. Then it is Kirito's turn, and there's no way I can not use this. Hold on.
Cover stream on ready.
Oh,
Dan,
Yeah.
quick question. Do you want me to reroll my initiative? Because when I did it.
Yeah, sure, if you need to. Let's make sure you're on the board. There you are. Let's go into sending. All right, cool. It doesn't look. It looks like you would be coming up next, anyways. Cool. That's perfect. Kirito looks at Zin and says, I think you might be able to handle him more. Do you want him?
Have it.
Do you say yes? I couldn't hear you.
That's it. Let me have him.
All right. And then he uses a Battle Master maneuver, bait and switch. So you switch places with him. And you gain additional until this and then you gain additional AC in the process.
Okay.
You can expend
How much additional HP?
when you're within 5. Wow, that doesn't even take a turn or anything? Yeah, damn. All right, cool. Then it's going to make its 3 attacks against Marcus's sister. It misses with the first one. And the second one. Damn. All right. And... oh, no. All right, it crit fails on the third.
Oh no.
And it tries to slash at it, and it just... and thankfully, you got additional AC from switching places, and you feel the sword smack into the back of your shield as you're switching places. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw and do so at advantage as a last part of that constitution crit.
All right. Wisdom. Advantage. Hey, crit.
Oh, there you go.
Crit. Yeah, let's go.
If you had rolled bad, you would have let the terribleness of the situation overtake you, and you would have seen Kirito as an enemy. But you critically succeed. You look back at him and say, honest mistake. And you focus more on the other person as he misses with all 3 strikes, because I guess he was too focused on switching places with you. And we're gonna... what else can this person do? I need to figure out something else good that happens from that critical success. Yeah, and you will have advantage on your next wisdom save against psychic damage from Freddy.
Great.
Dante, you are up. You start right here, and you have your full movement, but I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Let's do this thing. Oh.
You fail and take 11 psychic damage as you get your first glance at Freddy.
Alright. I'd like to cast Heroism on myself.
Go for it.
So I get temporary HP. Okay, so I cannot be. I'm immune to being fear and I
Cool.
walk into the house. How far is Freddy? Like, does he have any walls or anything like that?
There's stuff to run around, but we're kind of treating this as open field. You can get right over next to Zin and Hans with your full movement. Like just above. Oh, you can go there. Yeah, that's fine.
And then I'll use my bonus action to Hexblade's person.
Okay.
And that'll be it for turn.
All right. Now it's Freddy's turn, who's going to try and slash at Zin, unaware of his additional AC. Because from my build, he's not intelligent. So we got 2 attacks. What's your current AC, Zin?
You didn't tell me the bonus.
Huh? Oh, well, your normal AC.
19.
19. So
Yeah.
one of the hits still hits you because you get a bonus 4 AC thanks to the switch.
Sweet.
But one hit does still hit for some damage. Let's see. We got how much? Oh god. All right. 12, 15, 22 psychic damage.
Oh, don't I get a save?
Nope. This one is his actual claws coming in and slashing at you.
All right. Hold on.
22.
My brain doesn't lie. The funny thing is, that doesn't even put me below half health.
Oh wow.
But he did slash at you twice, and you managed to block one of them thanks to your additional AC.
I'll use my reaction. Stop saving.
Okay. Leviathan.
22 points of radiant damage.
Shove, guys. I shoved the summon guy back. Then. Okay. Wait. Okay. Yeah. I shoved the summon guy back next to Freddy,
Okay.
and then I cast Tidal Wave. The two of them going like away from everyone.
Well, if you want to shove, that's going to take your action.
Quicken spell.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that works. But I still need you to make an acrobatics or it's actually just an athletics check, which is going to be contested. Oh, yeah. You push him back.
Oh,
no
yeah.
problem. And with that crit, he also falls prone.
Now it's
So you're going to cast Tidal Wave from where?
from like exactly where they are going away.
Okay. That works. Go ahead and roll for your Tidal Wave. All right. DC 14 Dex save. God damn. All right. Let's see what Freddy does. Freddy passes, and the other one fails. Marcus, you see your sister blasted by a tidal wave and obliterated and drowned. Freddy takes half damage. So, oh, did you upcast it?
Uh-oh.
So it already rolled 48. So are you trying to upcast it? I'm just curious.
No. Wait. Oh, frick! It's 40.
Yeah,
I
it
rolled
already
okay.
it auto rolled it, so you don't have to worry about it.
Oh.
So it rolled 18 damage, and Freddy takes half of that because he passed. And all of the previously dead companions currently are now dead. And I also need Leviathan. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw because I almost forgot about that.
Excuse me, DM, did Freddy make his wisdom saving throw for after his attack on
Oh wow.
Zen?
He did not make his wisdom saving throw. What needs to
Okay,
happen
so
for that?
he would have taken 22 points of radiant damage because I used rebuke the violent.
Oh, okay.
The
I
one
didn't
who
hear
dealt
that part
22.
earlier. So
Sorry, I should have spoke up on that.
no, that's fine. So that's a decent amount of damage that he took there, and you definitely succeeded on that wisdom save, making it so you do not have to take your next wisdom save in order to avoid taking psychic damage. So this, you do not take any psychic damage this turn or next turn because you critically succeeded. And Zin, you are now up.
I am gonna slash at Freddy with my long sword. But I'm gonna slash at Freddy, and I'm Just gonna do that first. Hold on. And is it too late to add my smite to it?
No, you can always add it after the fact if you'd like.
Okay. All right. So does that hit? Does the 17 hit?
A 17 does not hit.
Ooh, fuck. All right.
Wait,
In that
what?
case, in that case, I'm gonna do my second attack. Okay. All right. So if that doesn't hit, then I'm not gonna add it. So now I'm gonna do my second attack.
Yeah.
With the longsword as well. That's
Yep,
not gonna fucking
definitely not hit. So you swing
All right,
twice,
cool.
and he manages to dodge both attacks. And quick hello to Jonathan Hayes and Snowy Berry. Thank you for hopping in the chat. Hans, you're up.
All right. I run right at him and start swinging.
All right, go for it. So far, we don't have any hits.
All right.
Freddy's like, no.
Yeah, he is just slapping your unarmed strikes out of the way.
Let's see what I got here.
I got a feeling our spellcasters are going to be the one that wins this before deck saves for saving throws.
Yeah, I'll just keep tidal waving.
Yeah,
Oh, wait,
I
is
know,
he prone?
I got my next
he is. He is. Oh yeah, he is currently prone. I totally forgot about that. Or no, he's not because he's succeeded on the tidal wave, so he's not prone. He's fine. Still normal attacks.
All right. Well, then I'm going to use my second wind to try to heal a little bit with my bonus action.
All right. Then we are up to Larry. Larry, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. Actually, also Hans, I needed you to make a wisdom saving throw. I forgot about that. I'm forgetting everybody's wisdom saves.
Oh, this is going to go good.
Oh, yeah. Larry, you are good on your wisdom save. You look at this nightmare demon straight in the face and you're like, nah, screw you.
Awesome. I'm
I got
going to.
2 wisdom, and that was just my healing roll.
Okay, and Hans, you're good. It's a DC 17 wisdom save. Otherwise, you take 11 psychic damage. So
I am screwed.
Wait, hold on. Elm is a wood? You said earlier that maple and elm are both wood. Elm is a
Yeah,
type of
elm's a wood.
it's a type of street or a type of tree. Yeah,
It's a tree. It's a type
Yeah.
of tree.
like an
I-
elm tree and a maple tree.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lock eyes with Freddy Krueger, and I'm going to move towards him. My movement.
Spirit Guardians?
What? If that's what I want to do. Let me see what the distance is.
I believe it's 15 feet in
I
every
don't-
direction, which would be exactly what you needed from there.
Yep. I'm gonna say, you introduced me to your friends. Now I'm gonna introduce you to mine, and I'm gonna roll.
All right.
So. All right.
Yeah, Spirit Guardian.
Yeah, all right. He will roll that at the beginning of his turn. But Spirit Guardians is literally one of my favorite spells, so I'm really happy about that. And
Spirit Guardians kills him. That
Okay.
would die.
I kind of picture Freddy's like, you want one army, and then like all these anime characters, like anime, just like walk up the stairs, just come
and yeah, you just see this just flood of cherubs with because you had cherubs with alcohols fluttering around, right?
Yeah, I had like cherub halflings.
Yeah. So they're all like flying around just trying to smack Freddy, which will come into effect on his turn. Now Marcus's turn, who
Wisdom save.
yeah,
Nice.
Oh, nice.
managed to
Nice.
succeed. You saw your sister murdered by the sorcerer right next to you, but you managed to hold back, trying to remember, no, she's dead. She's dead. That wasn't really her.
All right. So, Spirit Guardians is just in one area, right? It doesn't move.
It stays with Larry.
Okay, it stays with Larry.
Yeah.
But Freddy can move out of it if he wants.
Yeah.
Basically.
His movements have though.
Yeah,
So
it only
10,
it only affects Freddy. So
20, 25, 30.
all right,
I'm going to try and make sure that he can't move, basically.
all right,
And then I am going to hit him with my greatsword.
all right.
Oh, no.
Yeah, let's see.
Have a
That's my
plus-
second crit fail in this entire...
Yeah, the whole roll 3 nat 20s in your next D&D session. I think it's gonna be crit fails for you this time.
I know, right?
You do still have DM inspiration from previously if you'd want to use it.
Oh, yeah. I'll use it.
Okay.
So that's just re-rolling it, basically?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. You're gonna hit.
That's a little better.
Yeah, you hit that time. I do still. Oh, you already made a wisdom save, so I'm just gonna factor that one in. That's fine. You don't take any psychic damage, and you deal 13.
You have any movement left? Because I do still need to cast Tidal.
Oh, hold on. Let's go back then. Because look at your messages. Because I rolled when my sister died, and I rolled a 5 on that wisdom save.
Yeah, we're gonna go with this one though, just this time.
Okay.
But
Okay.
yeah. So, but yeah, you did see where the tidal wave originated before, and you're currently standing on it. So I don't know if you wanted to stay there or not, but it's up to you.
I'll
I
stay
do need
here.
to cast Tidal Wave.
Okay.
But I'm only going to attack again because I get another.
Yep.
If you get hit by the Tidal Wave, it's your fault.
Yeah, that one's gonna hit too.
And you know what? Screw it. Action Church.
All right.
Wait, you can reroll the.
Oh, yeah!
Oh, yeah. I get to reroll my 1, so... For my last one.
Yep.
So...
Just roll 1d6. That's much better.
4 more damage, so 14 damage then.
Yep.
And then Action Surge, so... Swing in.
That
And
one's
this is-
gonna miss. And then you get one more attack.
Here we go.
That
and
one's
you can
definitely gonna
reroll it
hit.
too.
I dealt 30 damage this round. I feel, good.
Yeah.
Sure, you would not like to move out of it.
Yeah, Leviathan is really hoping, hey, you sure you don't want to move out of there?
I
I really
removed
don't.
30 feet. I
Yeah.
moved my 30 feet in movement. I
Yeah.
can't.
He's kind of
Ah.
stuck. And Kirito's up. He comes up and starts swinging as Freddy is pretty fully frickin' surrounded at this point. Ooh, okay.
I'm about to get
And
smacked by Kirito here.
no, you don't get smacked by Kirito. He gets one really good slash in on Freddy, though. Dealing pretty good damage. All right. He does 19 damage to Freddy, cutting deep into his arm. And Freddy just looks down and he's like, "You bitch."
Oh my god!
And Dante, you're up.
You're strong. Twice. You 4 times HP. I rolled a hit twice.
Go for it. That's going to hit.
18. Alrighty, I'm gonna pump a smite into that.
Go for it.
Second level. So that'd be 48.
Yep. Oh,
19. How's he looking?
let's see. He's looking pretty rough. He's not great right now.
I
I'm gonna put him over time. Oh wait, did I add? That would actually be wait. That would be an additional 3, so that'd be 10. That'd be 29. I forgot
Oh,
to
yeah.
add my Hexblade's curse bonus.
Oh yeah, because you did your hex? Yeah. So
Yeah, of course.
I'll add in the extra 3 on my end. No worries. And go ahead and roll your next attack. Ooh. That is a crit fail.
Man, we're rolling so many crit fails today. I
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah.
got it free.
Let's see. Freddy looks at you and he just says, "Not today, bitch." And stabs at you once with his claw. And definitely hits and deals.
What's the roll out of curiosity?
It is a 15 on the dice, and he gets a pretty significant bonus.
Okay, so if I use shield, would I be fine? I would have
What is
24,
your current AC?
19, and I get a 5 if I use shield.
Yeah, you see his claw coming at you, and you feel like you have just enough time to put up a shield if you need to.
Alright, so I'll use shield.
All right. So you use shield, and it just smacks into the shield instead using your reaction. And yes,
I'm gonna
Xavier,
get that
we are the Dream Warriors in this scenario.
Yeah.
So welcome to my
Wait,
world.
tell me we all die.
And now it's actually Freddy's turn. Oh, and Dante, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw because I forgot at the beginning of your turn.
Is it for fear effect?
It is an aura.
Okay,
Yeah.
because I have heroism up, so.
Yeah. Which, just for the hell of it, I'll give you advantage on the wisdom save because you have heroism.
Okay.
Yeah, you succeed.
23.
Yeah, you definitely succeed. Now that it's his turn, he is not too happy, but he's kind of fucked. All right, he's going to take a wisdom save. He fails, so he takes the 9 damage from Spirit Guardians as they start pummeling him into oblivion. Oh, God. He has really made short work of him. And he gets to make his attacks. And you have your shield still active. He was pissed about that. He sees the giant armored man to his right, or
Right.
to his left, technically. A giant armored man right in front of him. A giant turtle with an iron shell right to his side that also casted shield. And a dual-wielding sword fighter off to the side. So he's going to go for the one person who doesn't seem to be quite as armored as the rest, the monk.
He's an armored defense now.
And yeah, but Freddy doesn't know about unarmored defense. He's just likes to kill people. So
Yeah.
what's your AC, Hans?
17.
Yeah, he misses with the first attack. All right. And he misses with the second attack. All
Went
right.
full Neo.
Yeah, he slashes at you, you dodge it, and then he tries to slash sideways following through, but you smack his hand upward doing full-blown kung fu. And Leviathan, you're up.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest. I'm not good. When I cast Tidal Wave, I'm pretty sure the monk has more dexterity than the fighter. So
Pro-
it probably makes
Probably.
Okay, how about this? I'm in Asimar, right? Yeah.
Yes.
I used my celestial revelation.
Okay.
Anyway, everyone within 10 feet of me takes 3 damage.
Takes 3 damage.
Yeah, 3 damage.
All right.
Everyone within 10 feet of me takes 3 damage.
All right.
Also, I tell my allies that are within 10 feet of me, run like hell.
Okay.
My bonus action, I activate Celestial Revelation. And then for my action, I cast Tidal.
Okay.
Oh, great. You're about to hit a lot of people with this tidal wave.
I think the tidal wave's
Maybe
only...
Tidal wave, I'm gonna hit
Tidal wave.
Freddy and the monk. That's
Yeah. So he's trying to target it, so it just starts there and moves away. The monk doesn't do so well.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my martial adept to when I have to make a dexterity check, I can expend a superiority die and add that to the roll.
All right.
It's a D8, right, or D6?
Superior. I'm not sure what
D6.
yours. Yeah, it's probably a D6. So, DC 14. Freddy does pass, but it doesn't matter because even at half damage, you pummel him into oblivion with your tidal wave, even if it does hurt both Hans and Freddy. But Hans, you only take 6 bludgeoning damage.
Can we pretend to radiate Celestial Revelation?
Oh yeah. So it's almost like a giant glowing wave just comes in and smacks Freddy, and
Yeah.
he's
Hit in the face with the Tidal.
you see these cherubs like holding him under the water, trying to drown him as he's surrounded by all of these sword wielding badasses and being punched by a monk, and it's just he's stood absolutely no chance. And with that, he is destroyed. And you feel the world kind of quiver as soon as he is destroyed. And at that point, you start hearing some music of a very like epic lute riff going on. And it's like echoing through this world as you all begin to wake up.
Oh, I just had the weirdest dream. You were there, and you were there, and you were there.
No more
and you were
shroom
there.
bed, man.
I dreamed that I ran into combat and ran melee. What was I thinking?
And
I don't actually know what Freddy.
so you are back in the normal world. You are greeted by Kieran and Una and Edward.
Oh no, not Edward.
This Edward.
No.
Go ahead.
Guy in the tunnel.
He was the guy who was trying to wake everybody up. He's from Stranger Things, and he was playing an epic guitar or epic lute riff to help wake everybody up.
So who was that?
Do you think that
Who
worked?
was that one insane guy in the corner?
Sorry, what was that?
I'm under the impression that he
What's up
thinks
with
this
that
is gonna
one
work.
insane guy with the corridor?
Oh no, he was not the guy in the corridor. No, that was
Yeah, but what was up with him?
He was part of the dream, but he was somebody trying to help you within the dream. Maybe some sort of divine spirit.
Yeah, okay.
Never learned camp.
So they all wake up alongside you, and Edward apparently woke up first and started trying to play his lute to help wake the rest of the people here. And as you awaken, you notice light starts to come in from the windows as the eclipse has faded. But you all feel very well rested, despite the fact that some of you are waking up with like slashes and scars and you have really taken a beating despite the fact that you were in a dream. However,
I cast Ray.
however, you all wake up and you all feel much stronger for going through that ordeal, and you're all leveled up.
Yeah.
Level 7.
Level 7.
Hell yeah, boy.
Okay, I can finally get haste.
Magic punches or actions?
Alright, what do I get at level 7?
And Kieran says we couldn't have done. Kieran says we couldn't have done this without you. I need to do something to thank you because our friends probably wouldn't have made it out alive if it wasn't for your help. And he takes off his coat of midnight and hands it to the party.
Give it to the fighter. Wait, no. Wait, hold on. What does it do?
It functions as a cloak of elven kind.
Yeah, okay. You actually gotta...
It can't.
Sneaky.
It doesn't technically count as armor, and it can be worn over armor if you'd like. So it can be worn by anybody, including the monk, and not affect the unarmored features.
Wait, are you sure? Because this seems kind of precious.
He said, He says, I have everybody in my life that I need, and I wouldn't have them if it wasn't for all of you.
Okay, who wants the cloak? The monk is high deck.
I'll take it. I don't know. I forgot what it does, but I'll take it.
The
It makes
That gives you
My character's
advantage.
intelligence is 8, so he just plays dumb.
It gives you it makes people have disadvantage on wisdom checks, and you have advantage on stealth.
yeah. So
When
wait,
the
So
hood
that'd be
is
really good if someone's heavily armored.
yeah. So you have advantage on stealth checks, and when people are trying to perceive you, they have disadvantage.
Heck
it would
yeah,
be
I'm
good
like
for a
84.
rogue.
It
Our
would do.
rogue is dead.
Yeah, the rogue is dead, which you saw in the thing. As much as it
Voice
may or
sound.
may
None of
not
us
have.
have proficiency in stealth, so the monk probably is the highest dexterity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I got a dex. What? I got a dex 18. I'm proficient in stealth, so I have a +7 to it already.
Yeah, and if you have
I would
advantage,
actually-
that's just going to bring it into an intense degree.
Yeah, and I have enhanced ability.
And I just got action surge from level 2 fighter, so now I can sneak up to somebody and punch them 4 times.
Yeah.
Plus
I would
flurry.
actually
Okay, I'll be
say,
casting haste with spell on the 2 fighters. Yeah.
And with that, you all manage to succeed in your Halloween adventures, and you make your way back to the pub to celebrate. And waiting there is Marcus's ordered gift, or ordered item that he spent all of the money from last session in order to try to retrieve. It is a moon-touched greatsword.
Aha!
It was special requested, took a day to order, but it finally got here.
Yeah,
So-
by the way, I sell...
Oh, go ahead.
I think he was making a joke that he will get these items and then sell them.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm gonna sell the chains I stole from the dead chain devil.
Yeah,
They
you,
even
you,
have it.
yeah, you come out of the dream. You're not holding anything.
Aw, come on. Damn it.
Yeah, I kind of nerfed that.
Yeah, you weren't gonna just suddenly pull chains out of the dream world.
I mean, it happens all the time. but-
Yeah, I mean, if you pulled out a piece of Freddy, maybe, but even that, I don't know how much help it would have really been.
I mean,
You
a
probably
couple
looked
of
for
those
fingers, man.
spirit things were holding on to Freddy.
Yeah, I mean, you might have
Did I
gotten
get
a,
anything?
you might have pulled out a few tatters of a sweater, but that's about it. So
I take them with me.
okay, you get
I'm gonna make,
tatters. Tatters of a Dream Demon sweater in case you need it as a
Right, okay.
reagent for particular spells in the future.
Oh, I didn't think about that. I was gonna start knitting for them to make a hat or something. Wait. Okay, well, I still want to figure out what happened to Dalton. Still trying to get us arrested.
Dalton has not really bothered with all of you lately, but he may or may not appear tomorrow, aka next D&D session. But thank you all for surviving this D&D session. You obliterated Freddy much more than I anticipated, and as well as all of his summoned creatures. And I'm happy you managed to figure out the dream puzzle. It's actually one of my favorite puzzles, and I like throwing in the Konami code. So, thanks all again. Welcome to level 7. I'm curious to see how everybody's levels up turns out. And until next time.
Oh, DM, I have a quick question.
Yeah, go for it.
Do we roll for HP or do we just take the average?
We usually just stick with the average to keep life easy.
Okay, good.
So-
That's what I did.
Yeah.
Okay, just double check.
But if there's any random stuff that your characters would like to sell in the future, you can always hit me up on our Discord and we'll chat about any shopping, so that way we don't take up the streams with it. And all right, I had a great time with this one. I'm happy we got to do a Halloween style session, and next time around it'll be more choose your own adventure type of quests, but you'd still
Will we be doing a Christmas one?
a what? A princess? Maybe.
Christmas one.
A Christmas one? Maybe. We'll see. It depends on what the group really wants to do. I will definitely probably have some sort of Christmas themed thing available. We'll just see if we really want to go for it. So
I'm flexible. Just
Yeah.
holler.
Why can't I adjust my dexterity?
all right. Until next time. Thank you all for joining. Thanks everybody who watched. It's been so much fun. I love playing D&D, and I'm happy that we got to do a Halloween session. So thank you all, and until next time, I hope everybody rolls more D20s and all of their D&D sessions, and thanks for checking in to D&D Builds.
Bye.
Bye.